On today's IRS tax refund update, we will take a look at the latest developments, including the next batches of tax refunds scheduled for release. And from there, we will recap some of the top causes of refund delays impacting tax filers this year, including entry errors on tax returns, additional IRS reviews needed for income, and tax withholding, along with what happens to those who have their direct deposit refunds returned to the IRS, and the timeline for when those are impacted will finally receive those tax refunds. Now, starting out with the latest, as the next rounds of tax refunds are scheduled to be released by the IRS on March 3rd and 4th, as confirmed by the tax transcripts seen here. And if you are in fact part of this latest refund batch and will be receiving that refund via direct deposit, you should receive that refund posted to your bank account by that refund date, if not before, depending on your bank. However, do allow 5 additional days before initiating a payment trace if you have not received that refund. Meanwhile, if you are going to be receiving that refund by paper check, most will receive within 7 to 10 days of that posted refund date. But in your case, you must allow up to 30 days to receive before initiating a payment trace. And as an additional reminder, not all refund status results will update. So make sure to check your tax transcripts to locate the 846 code to confirm you are part of the latest refund release batch. Meanwhile, a number of viewers are continuing to report encountering tax topic code 152, like seen here, when checking the status of their refund status results. And that is a normal code, and one you are likely to see indicating your tax return is currently being processed, and it is also common for many who have this code to eventually see it disappear with no code being shown in the refund status results, as seen on the far left. And again, that does not indicate any issue with your tax return. However, if you are seeing tax topic 151, that does indicate a potential issue, and most likely a refund adjustment as a result. While tax topic code 203 indicates your return has been processed, but your tax refund has been reduced due to an outstanding obligation such as past due child support or state income tax debt. Now, recapping some of the top reasons why your refund may be delayed in 2025, starting off with, there was an entry error on the tax return which the IRS identifies as a math error, when the tax filer accidentally entered wrong amounts in the tax return. Now, this is such a common scenario that in 2022, there were 17 million tax returns filed containing math errors. And the good news in this case is that the IRS can often autocorrect the issue, which will prevent additional delays and the need for the tax filer to submit additional paperwork to substantiate their entry on the tax return. Meanwhile, a second cause of delays is that the IRS computer system flagged a potential discrepancy oftentimes relating to income and what the tax filer entered on their tax returns and compared to what the tax filer's employer entered on their tax filings. In this case, the IRS may in fact send out a letter requesting additional documentation. Meanwhile, a third reason for tax refund delays is the tax return in question is under additional review due to one of a series of credits being claimed from the Earned Income Tax Credit to the Additional Child Tax Credit or even the Solar Credit. And in this case, the IRS may also request additional documentation so that tax processing can in fact continue. Another significant cause of refund delays that is impacting tax filers even now is that the IRS has not received or processed their employer's tax returns. And why this is extremely important is due to the fact the IRS compares what your employer reported for wages to what you reported on your tax returns for accuracy. Meanwhile, another top reason for a refund delay, which specifically impacts early tax filers, is the need to complete ID verification. And this occurs to even those who have completed ID verification in previous years and have had no issues with their tax returns or potential identity theft in the past. It is also important to note this issue will not autocorrect itself, and your refund will be on hold until you complete the verification process, which in most cases can be completed online. And yet another issue is those tax filers who file paper tax returns, as they can expect to experience some of the longest delays due to the fact an IRS employee must enter the tax return line by line into the IRS computer system. Now, as more tax refunds are being released weekly, come reports of viewers who accidentally put the wrong bank account information on their tax returns when selecting to receive that refund via direct deposit. And if you're impacted by this, do note, once your return has been accepted, you cannot go back and change your banking information and must wait for the IRS to send that direct deposit out. And from there, the bank in question will return that refund as rejected back to the IRS, where it will appear under the 841 code on your tax transcript, after which time the IRS will mail you out a paper check to the address on file within 4 to 6 weeks of receiving that refund back. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.